Good morning and welcome back to the Daggerwin Lumber Inc server with Freddie. Join me this morning doing my favourite job in the world, cutting down trees. I know some people may be going, oh come on, it's April, should be planting fields. Oh, here's a bit of joy for you. Planted, 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 planted. All planted. So we've got poplar growing, corn, oats, sugar beet, sorghum and corn. All growing up. I get across to precision farming. All fields looking great on lime, and all looking quite no, that's not looking so spectacular actually on the nitrogen there. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. I need to wheel our sprayer across there after the first stage of growth. Looking at the weeds, not seeing weeds, unfortunately. Rolling on that is not effective. But there are trees that need to die. So, that being said, let's upset our glorious farm manager after my little project yesterday. Or my completed little project yesterday. I did cut down quite a few trees yesterday. Cleared out a whole section. Similar to this project section, it was planned to come down. Now I'm just, let's get some more. Because these trees in particular were bugging me. So, they bug me, they gotta die. Damn branches. Those that know me know I hate trees. I despise trees with a passion. And I know our farm manager at the moment is off in the tracked tree harvester. Probably doing his own little section. Fair enough. Zero issue with that. Plenty of trees on this map for everybody to have a go at cutting some down. The only thing we're limiting a little bit is the amount that gets cut down and left around, because it does cause issues, lag and such for various players. So we are just cut a load down, clean a load up, then we can cut more down. Very simple, very straightforward. And I'm going to bug the AI traffic by leaving logs all over the place. What am I cutting this area down for? It annoys me that it's here and I can't cut the corner. So it's got to come down. My master mission, every single tree on the map. Why? Why not? My goal is a completely deforested map. Reason? I hate trees. That's good enough for me. Having a look at the farmland we currently own, there's a lot of trees. And we're generating enough money that we can start looking at more farmland when we run short, which is going to take a while. Which means we're going to build a lot of money in the process. We've got 2 tree lumber trailers, so I can cut these down, pick them up myself, and it won't be an issue. They're here, they're teasing me, they're saying, "Ha, Freddy, we're still standing." I'm going, not for long. These trees can still sing, I'm still standing as much as they want. They're all coming down. There's plenty of room in the sawmills at the moment, so there is definitely no issue of that being a problem. And quite honestly, I think we're getting to the stage now, especially with how quick we're getting through the fields. So it only took 2 of us yesterday to get every single field planted, rolled, fertilised, sorted out. And those eagle-eyed amongst you will remember that field 26 next to where I am right now was a grass field yesterday. It was. It got harvested, taken up to the BGA, all for silage. Then it got limed and planted with sorghum. A nice team effort. We got it done quite quickly. Got done for 1 AM local time for me, UK time. It was glorious. Nice, easy work, efficient cross-play work. Trees were being picked up at the same time. Everything was getting done. 0 issues. I can't leave that one tree on the edge of the field. Oh, there's 2. I'll have to get this one and be careful of the train. Knowing my luck, I'll cut it down and the train will come. It'll be panic. Speaking of that, where is the train? Not seeing it. Because the train will just hit it and send it all flying. Because that's what the train does. It'll send me flying too if I'm close enough. Which at the moment, yes I am. Bye bye trees, bye bye. Yes, I get far too much joy out of cutting trees down. You hate trees as much as I do and hate crashing into them. You'd enjoy it too. That's a nice little section done. As I say, next! Do I get that one or do I leave that one for now? I think I'll leave that one for now. I'll come back to that section. I feel like trimming that whole top section and down the edge of field 26 a bit more. There's some logs in there. Must have rolled off the field when we chopped all this down to make way for this field. Looks like I missed a section either on rolling or planting. Looks like rolling actually. Well, these things happen. The majority of the field is all nicely rolled. I think the AI actually did that field on rolling. Yes, it did. So we can blame the AI there. Nasty, nasty AI. engage the harvester. Myself lined up properly. And re-begin deforestation. Well, our farm manager's buying something new. I wonder what that will be. Lots of stones in the trailer. What I do try and do is I do try and leave these logs in a reasonable position where it's not too difficult to go putting them all together. It takes a little bit longer to do, but I find even for picking it up for myself, it's effort that's well rewarded. Doesn't take much to do and does make the cleanup just that little bit easier. So I don't mind put them down here somewhere flat, try and line them up together and just go from there. I know some people may be asking as well, what is this area going to be, Freddy? I think from the plans, this is either going to be part of a vineyard or an extension, because the plan is to turn this area here into another yard, which I think is going to support up here as well as the planned vineyard, which is also going to be just going down on the effectively top left corner of the screen down the bottom when we do buy that plot of land. We're going to chop down a load of there and turn it into a bit of a grape yard, a grape vineyard, doing raisins, grape juice and all that fun. See, we're not just wanting just lumber on the server. We want to be doing other crops as well. But we could definitely use a few more steady people, whether that's people for arable work or people for chopping down trees, or people who just want to pick up logs and drive semis about. All these things will be good. So at the moment, there's not that many of us that are consistently on. Which is a little disappointing. I thought the lumber server would be a little more popular than it has been. It's not very often we do a pure lumber map. Now some people may be asking, when we going back to multi-farms, and I don't know. We'll go back when the time is right. At the moment, we are still carrying on. I'm still carrying on myself with this server, because I'm having fun. Mind you, I'm always having fun when I'm chopping trees down. never a bad day to be chopping trees down. But I am focused on making sure these arable fields get done. So we've got crops in the ground, so we can hit both sides of things, and it's not just, oh, what are we doing today? Oh, we're just chopping trees down. What are we doing today? Just chopping trees down. Making sure these fields as well, maximum productivity, so we can get the most from them. Because looking at the chickens' feed, I'm not sure we're going to have enough to see the chickens through. In fact, when is the sorghum going to be ready? I'm sure they eat sorghum. Yeah, it's going to be tight, I think, before the chickens will run out of food. So I may end up having to buy some. Oh no, what will we do for money? Oh, trust me, we're going to be making plenty. Keep these productions up and going, which we are doing. BGA's making money, sawmills are making money, other productions are making money. Yeah, we're not going to be short on money. There's been a massive amount that's been spent on refurbishing yards, buying new equipment. Got a nice sprayer yesterday. But always, what on earth is going on there? And my harvester head decided to have a moment. Okay. Yeah, so there's always new equipment being bought for the farm. Things are being upgraded. We've got 2 lime points now and 2 lime trailers. So we can get lots of lime work done very, very quickly between a couple of people. We've got plenty of big tractors for doing big work. So we're not tight on, especially running the big planter and the big seeder. I did make a mistake from yesterday. Those fields do not need reploughing. I forgot the seeder is not a direct drill, and the ground was mulched. So that's my mistake. I'm human, I can make them. Same as anybody else can make mistakes. So all it needed, just needed cultivated, then it could be planted. So that was on me, my bad. Mistakes happen. Right, that little tree bush is causing me issues now, so it's going to have to go. Bye bye. Yeah. Oh. Don't want to drive over me logs. That was stuck on the trailer. Oh dear, what am I like? I'm having one of those mornings. Must be because I haven't had breakfast yet. I will be shortly. Not sure whether I have a nice cooked breakfast this morning or just some cereal. Decisions. Either way, there's going to be a nice log pile here first. Seriously, tree? You had to fall on that, didn't you? Just had to fall on that, didn't you? Oh, timber. Yeah, so at the moment there's all the fields are pretty much done. To be fair, there's that one to look at for fertilising. All the rest are done. Until harvest, they're ready. So there's not a lot to do on that front. Apparently I'm missing that tree. Oh, come on. Don't upset me, tree. There we go. I don't know why I just prefer to use this tree harvester over the tracked one. I think it's the speed, because the other one is a lot slower. Top speed on the other one, it is 6 miles an hour. On the tracked one. Whereas this one's a little bit quicker. Unfortunately, this one can't do the massive trees. So if I run into those, I'm going to have to wait, get that one of the tracked ones transported up here. I think we've still got 2. Definitely got 1. Look at this. Nice, neat, or neatish log pile. Certainly makes tidying up the log pile a lot easier. That is my plan. Try and make it neat. Or easy to make neat. That way it's easy to pick up. Rather than just leaving thousands of logs lying all over the place. Great nice piles. When it gets too much to collect it all, or to drive it back to the pile, start a new pile. And start it far enough forward where you're going to be using that pile for a while. That is the plan. Plan doesn't always work, but that is the plan. You've always got to have a bit of a plan with what you're doing. Try and make things easy. So yeah, not a huge amount. I think I'm going to be chopping trees down for a lot of today. A few odd jobs in between, so see how much time that takes me to get done. A couple of real life phone calls to make. That spun a bit quicker, a bit faster than I wanted it to. I know there is the option to actually turn it, but this one doesn't like turning with trees for some reason. It tends to turn the harvester head afterwards. I tend to use the drag effect on the ground and just turn it that way. Our farm manager did notice that I'm a little bit quicker with chopping trees down than he is and picking them up. Sorry, not sorry. Usually takes a crew of about 2 to 3 to keep up with me. Once I get into full swing, once I'm going the sort of path I want to be going with chopping trees down, it is hard to keep up with me. I even find it hard for keeping up with people that can keep a good pace with chopping trees down. So I do understand the pain of somebody like me that gets quite proficient at doing this. He's cutting down trees far faster than you can get them picked up and taken away. I know there are people out there quicker than me on chopping trees down. Guys that absolutely love doing this, and it's all they want to do. Guys that spend a lot of time on very Pacific lumber servers. Now, if that's your thing, happy days, not a problem. The game has many bits to be enjoyed. You've got to get your enjoyment out of it. This is part and parcel of the fun. As you can see, you can get through an area quite quickly when you set your mind to it. And that's one tree I'm going to need the big tree harvester for. Of course. So we'll pick on these smaller ones. And I do picking up trees as well. That's not just cutting down. I know it seems like it, but I will pick up trees as well. Not a bad little log pile going so far. Oh, a nice flat bit as well. I think I'm being quite nice with that. Quite a nice area to actually drag the trees to as well. Oh. There we go. Timber. Oh, trailer. That's the trick. Go back a bit. Forward a touch. Raise it up. Cutty, 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 cutty. And try not to drive over the log pile. Look at that, there was loads of trees here before. Was. Come here, little trees, I'm coming for you. Come here, tree. You're not escaping me. Nope. Oh, you're going to be a difficult one. I'll get you. See, you don't escape. Freddy will get you, one way or another. Get you with the tree harvester, or I'll get you with the chainsaw. I don't care which. As our farm manager noticed that I'm off doing trees, what is he up to? No, he's down in the main yard. Probably contemplating life of going, oh no, Freddy's cutting down trees again. How much deforestation is this going to cause? All of it. I've repeatedly said, all trees must die. They're all coming down the entire map. I'm just slowly making my way round. Sorry for that. The other thing we can look at, especially if the sawmills get too full, we can either do another sawmill, or we could look at the paper mill. Start doing paper rolls and cardboard rolls, because that will take wood input. At the moment, it's balancing quite nicely, because when we're having to focus on harvest and crops, it's allowing the sawmills to run down. And then we can, by the time we get done with harvest, it's allowing us a nice gap to fill up the sawmills again. But I think with the addition of precision farming, because there's going to be a bit less field work to do, I tend to be doing a lot more of it in concentrated batches with precision farming, which is normal for precision farming. I think, see how things go, but we may end up needing either another sawmill or the paper mill, or possibly both, to be fair. We shall see. Also depends how many of us are on playing. And that's a stump that's just going to annoy me. Right. You're going to annoy me. Goodbye. These trees annoy me. Bye. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye. Right, okay, should leave the video there. I'm going to carry on creating absolute chaos on the server, as I always do. So until next time, see you again soon.